Hello again everyone and welcome back to Myst. We are here on Myst Island and we are still trying to figure out how to get into this little clock tower. We're going to quickly go run back and check, actually, what the actual code is for that tower. And I've been told, been given advice that I need... That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that works, yeah. That I should probably slow down a bit when playing this game because apparently I'm moving too fast. Which I completely agree with. I am probably going too quickly to properly just get my head around things. I don't see anything around here. So too quickly to properly understand all the puzzles and stuff, so I will try and slow down. It might have actually been a better idea for me to actually play the normal version of the game, just the normal point-and-click one, because to be honest, that would have been less. That would have been less like open, if you know what I mean. I'll see. So you can actually see out there ears and stuff, but it's very weirdly set where it's always pointing that same way. I wonder if that image changes something useful. I don't know. It's weird. The angle is weird on it over there. Right. So I believe it was 221. Yeah, 221. Okay, so let's go back and try and get that in if we can. I'm very curious as to what the story of this game is, because we're hearing a lot about this guy who's travelled into different ages with his sons, but it sounds like one of his sons has betrayed him and destroyed all of his books. That is the impression that the game is giving me. And the start of the game said that we kind of have to like write the final chapter of this book, which is an interesting thought. I don't know how we're gonna go about that. I don't think there's any other books in here which we haven't looked at. I believe we've checked out them all. Yeah, like I think the only ones we can read are the ones that are actually are actually titled. So there's that one, that one, that one. I think there's only 3 books in here which you can read through, which we have read through them all. Actually, what's that one? That one, the big one there. Oh, here we go. Right, before arriving this stage, I was determined that it would be a journey. It would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and grey and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in this strange world, and I've learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago he told me there was a beautiful city that rose above the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of travelling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumours of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout posts' attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean and only the lookout post remained. The black ship sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumoured that 10 years from the attack the enemy would return to finish the destruction that they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. It would be admirable, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense of these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I've begun work on a plan for protection. There's like a diagram of a room of some kind there. Not sure what that's making. There's a gear room there, I can see. After a short absence, I've returned to the stage with my two sons. They have as of yet travelled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All three of us, along with 4 of the healthy survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence and their creativity. It is refreshing to see, as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its grey sky. They detest the grey sky and tell me many times that they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst, which is I believe where we are now. The old man I first talked to tells me the enemy is due in 4 months. I fear we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. I don't believe we know Emmett, do we? Right. It has been 6 months of work and we've finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed the most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with this on my visits to Asperme. I'm guessing that's what he used to display the messages in the big room with the water. It will be working a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Can't make heads or tails of these. So is that the... It's like a track going around the middle of the fortress, is that? That's a weird looking diagram. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Insignia of the black ship. It's like almost a plus and then a crescent. Last night we had a small celebration. The old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned black. Sorry, turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I have had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the Tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. I hope to return to the mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I am confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. So that's yet another one another age which he has gone through. Is there any other ages? I feel like we should probably check all these books just to be on the safe side. Because if we are missing any extra info, then we may miss out on some vital information. And things that will actually be able to assist us in this game. Because there's certainly going to be some troubles. No. No. Nope. Nothing in that one. Really a heavy wind outside. It's exceptionally realistic because right now the weather in England is absolutely terrible. Old Storm Dennis came ravaging us, which is always nice. Right, I can't see any more on that top shelf. Check the second one down. Nope. I don't know if these books can be restored in any way, but I'm not holding out much hope. All of them seem rather battered. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. I'm wondering how many ages exist in this universe, because I think there's 4 different ones that I've read about so far, and then we have Myst Island, and then there's also ones that he's referenced, but I can't find a book that he's actually written about them. See, yeah, this is that puzzle. I reckon we need to find a clue which says which number of from this book we need to use, Because there's all these different combinations. And obviously we can't put them all in one by one, it'll be there forever. We need to find out which number correlates to the right combination we need to use. That's what I'm guessing for that one. Right, let's check the ones down here. Nope. Nope. So many books, man. So many books and so much destruction. That one we read, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. We haven't actually read that one, have we? No. Right, okay. Rhyme, I've named it. A desolate age with a beauty that is quite different than I had expected or imagined. The intricate feathers of ice that fall from the sky are awe-inspiring. I feel as though I could sit and watch them for hours, and though it is cold here like I have never experienced before, I find myself enjoying the change of temperature, for it is unlike any other place that I have ever seen. Perhaps the oddest thing is the silence. Although the wind blows on occasion, when it ceases there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I have visited 3 times, and I'm sure now this age will provide the environment I need. I believe the cold temperature is necessary for obtaining the correct resonance. Examining the structure of the books is ever more perplexing, but I am driven onward by my need to understand. The great tree of possibilities can never be fully grasped, but I must at least try to find one particular branch. On the subject of enlightenment, I would also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights that shine in the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build, especially fast here, the speed at which I'm progressing is somewhat disappointing. I do think I'll bring Cirrus and Achenar as well as some of the machinery from Selenitic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, but Cirrus was rather excited to come. He spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and the cold weather. He is intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He's been a big help, as have others, and I hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold wind for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He has been a tremendous aid to me, and I'm thankful for his willingness to help. The hard part of the construction is over, although I've decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as soon as I had hoped, although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. I've decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete, and I've been able to set up a temporary space where the crystals will not be stimulated. I'm quite convinced that with the right diffraction resonance, certain properties of the ink can be simulated. Catherine still finds it absurd and thinks I'm crazy to assume I'll be able to review ages with stones, but her unusual pessimism has not convinced me to stop trying. I came too close to success on Everdunes. I'm fairly certain now that temperature indeed does have an effect on the crystals, but I've realized that temperature alone is not enough. The cold dampens some of the sympathetic harmonics, but a more active suppressor is necessary. I have acquired some geodes with a pure protected crystalline interior. Thin slices of the geodes below each crystal provide a stabilizing effect and even amplify the clean frequency slightly. After quite a bit of experimentation with the shapes and colors, I was able to capture a blurry image within a book. Though the link would never work, there was clearly an age on the other side. I can hardly wait to return and tell Catherine. I feel like I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I had almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. The crystals have not been perfected, the shaft is not finished, nor is the observation post or even lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Achenar and Cirrus. Besides all of that, there are, far away in the back of my mind, the thoughts of my people and our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. I have only seen the city in its worst condition, and still its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it must have been before the destruction caused by Viovis and Aegaris, it amazes and saddens me. I am fairly certain that Dini is not dead as my father believed. I am convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance and return to Dini to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I am certain of the fate of my father. If my plan failed, if I missed a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Dini to Myst. As much as I wish to return to Dini without knowing the state of my father, I cannot risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has taken several years and there has been many dead ends. But I have partially succeeded. Now that I have managed to view another age using the crystals, it is only a matter of time until I view Riven. At least I hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I'll return to Rhyme later when my mind is cleared. So that's like a diagram of the holograph pool inside that building. So what it sounds like is that this guy's father has been destroying ages, it sounds like. Like, that. It sounds like his father's been doing something to the ages. That he has been able to get to. And that's why he wants to keep him away from Myst. Because, obviously, Myst is, like, seemingly the hub of this general game, I think. So, do we actually have anything else to read in this bookshelf? Don't think we do, to be honest. It does look like we are pretty much finished here, I think. Unless there's one hidden somewhere. Nope. Okay, that is all the books. Right, we don't have any more books left to read. Right, let us then head back to the clock tower. So it's definitely 221. We know that for a fact. Nothing on these trees anywhere. No. I need to figure out what to do with that power generator as well, because I can't supply power to the ship because I've clearly broken something. Right, okay. Right, so 221. Right, we know how this works. So this needs to... Hang on, which way does it rotate again? So that one rotates the... Hang on. So this one... Oh no, okay. There you go. Gears open. That was completely accidental. Did not even realize I'd done that. Right, so it says gears open. So that, I'm guessing, means the gears are on the other side of the island? Oh, hang on. What's this over here? I don't think I saw this before, did I? No wonder I was rushing about so much. What's this? Is this like a tree? Like a giant tree, but I don't know exactly what to do with it. Can't seem to do anything with it right now. I can't even see it properly either because of the fact that it's nighttime. Right, so I'm guessing that was that affected the gears over here. Just have a wander over. Yeah, they do look a bit different, don't they? I think. Just get a wiggle on. Here we go. Oh shit! There's a book here. Right, okay. That's different. Anything else? Just no. It's just this book. Right, so let's look at this book. That looks like a whole different island to me. If we click on it, does it... Oh, are we getting transported? Oh. Right, that's different. Okay. Right. Oh, and we don't even have an immediate book to go back. That's a bit worrying. Yeah, we don't have a way to get back now. That's slightly concerning, to be honest. But at least we have found something else to sink our teeth into. Right. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you in the next episode of Myst. Thanks again, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.